But here's what I would say to NECA. I'd say that you knew exactly what you were doing, and you know this is wrong, and you know that if you had just had the conversation with them, this wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't have to write a cease and desist letter. You wouldn't have to, you know, basically suggest that you're gonna take things further, uh, if they don't, if they don't, if they don't, if they don't rat you out. Uh, and the reason why you didn't have that conversation is because there was no conversation to be had on your end. That's not what you were trying to do. You weren't trying to come to an agreement. You weren't trying to uh get on the same page in a way that is fair to them and respectful to what they've put on your stands and the amount of money you've made because of it. That's that's why you're not having that conversation, and that shows what kind of company you are. And shame on you. Uh and the fact that it's you know how easy it is to respond to an email and have a conversation, especially if there's money to be made, especially if there's money to be made. And so yeah, I have.
But yeah, you know as well, and they do. Yeah, I mean, we he answers emails all the time with possible clients or even supporters, and it's amazing. And so like that can change a person's life or be a big deal. And
Yeah,
for somebody like NECA who already knew me was a big insult, you know,
yeah.
not
Obviously, there's tiers to reaching out to people, and but then some people have more priority than others. But when we're talking about this, you know, putting a product on the shelves, and this is a big deal. Like they've had to do a second run of the product, so you guys definitely should have had priority communication anyway. So the fact that they're not, you know, it tells me all I need to know. So, you know, NECA, it's that easy. It's that easy, NECA. Take accountability, make this right with them. But until then, and let's say there's a 0.01% chance that you have a stronger case than Moody Pudding Studios does. If that's the case, voice it. Like they're voicing their case. Voice it. So that we can at least know, okay, if these guys got something wrong, what did they get wrong? Why are you silent, and why have you only done a cease and desist for them to not acknowledge the situation? And why are you still not communicating with them about it? So yeah, yeah, like you said earlier, Mark, the ball is in their court, and they aren't doing anything with it. So shame on you, NECA. Uh, and you know the damage is already done, but you could still make this right, if you're a good company and if you want to do the right thing. People who usually want to do the right thing and want things to be fair to everyone typically go that route, because why wouldn't they if it doesn't involve defiling someone? Uh, so that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange because I thought there'd be like an ongoing thing, like, oh, if you like my work, then you'll probably like it down the road too. But it was very obvious that this was like, nope, we want you for this, and then that's it. Like, because it's a very cold process. I mean, like I said, I didn't get any of the updates. I was sent the updates from a friend who worked on it, who was on the box and stuff, but I received visual updates through them, and then they told me not to share it or show anyone. The sculptor, like I'm seeing updates last, so or as they come out. So like yeah, it was just a cold the whole way. It was just felt really like just like brash, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Hmm.
It just felt like that. And I was just trying to tell myself like, no, this is gonna be a collaboration. Like they like your work. Like no. And I don't know why you would like, you know, if you hired me, then why would you shoot your prize cow, so to speak? If you wanted my work, why wouldn't you sort of like pacify me enough to be, you know, to work with you in the future? I just assumed like I was that fool that was going to be doing that stuff. Like, oh, you might like more than I had, than I, you know, than just this because Randy mentioned liking like the Crypt Keeper that I was working on, or you know, he mentioned liking something else about something.
My bad.
So it was just like we would have these conversations, and then they liked my work, but at the same time, it was like, well, we like your work, but we don't like you, or we like your work, but we don't want anyone to know you do it, or we like your work, but we want people. I don't. What the hell are they even saying? You know what I mean? Like, so.
It's very complicated.
It's like, again, we could circle back. It'll always come back to this for some reason because it's so prevalent and heavy. You know, it's so weird and big and
Yeah.
effective. Yeah.